Nimble campaign, let's go for the long haul, everybody. Okay, in this campaign with this group, let's see how far we can go. Um, we're starting off. We're playing Nimble. Nimble is a new system, and it's technically still in beta, but the creator, he's like 97, 98% finished with it, so there's no more like heavy changes. This is someone explained it really well. Nimble is like what I had to do to 5e, because I made a lot of like homebrew stuff, and I just to tweak it and make it quicker and faster, and Nimble just does that inherently. And so it's everything that I would want in a type of like classic fantasy game. So that's what we'll be playing and trying it out. We'll be running through an adventure called Dragon of Icespire Peak first, and it's mainly just to get a feel for the mechanics of this game, get yourself comfortable with everything, and then move forward with maybe something more homebrewed, or just maybe it's a different setting, or maybe it's a different genre. At some point, we're gonna play like some type of like cozy campaign. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like
I know.
you're running a tavern, and the biggest issue is like
You burn everything
the
down, and
the
so that everything is cozy and warm. Yeah, got you, got
yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. You need a break from all the burning.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like at some point it's a cozy campaign where like the biggest issue is like teens and their pranks, something like that. You know who did that? But yeah, so we're going to get started, everybody. Our journey begins with a group of adventurers on the Tribor Trail, making their way to the town of Phandalin. You've heard rumors of strange happenings in the area, and you know all too well that where there's danger, there's sure to be coin. And during your journey here, why don't you take a moment to describe yourself? So I'm going to start with who I see on my end, going from like top to bottom. So we're going to start with you, Pom Pom. Explain your character, what they look like, and their class, and whatever the D&D equivalent is as well.
Well, Pom Pom's a little squat kobold. He's got these bulbous yellow eyes and these crimson scales. He wears these like dark, ragged robes which looks like little hand stitched sigils on the edge. He in his hands he kind of clutches this leather bound book with this beautiful gold inlay, and every so often he'll open it up and you'll see this nice, comforting, glowing light, and he'll snap it closed and then peek at it again. Pom Pom is a shepherd, just kind of the cleric in D&D standard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he is very, very small, and kind of everybody towers over him, but he's squat.
Oh, how tall would you say he is?
Maybe 3 foot, 4 foot.
Okay, that is Pom Pom. And next we have Millicent. Tell us more about her.
Yeah, so Millicent is a stoatling. So she's also probably around Pom Pom's height. I like to imagine that she tries to stand up straighter when she's next to him to seem a bit taller. But yeah, she's a brown stoatling with a white belly, white details. And she wears a bright red bandana, a bright red scarf, and then sort of like a bright red skirt in her sort of hunter's garb, the D&D equivalent being ranger. And when things are about to get serious, she pulls her bandana down over her eyes and it becomes a little mask. Yeah.
Okay. Hunter. Okay, we explained that the hunter is like the ranger of the group. Okay, and sorry, I forgot to show the art. Well, we found some art for Pom Pom.
Pom
There he
Pom.
is.
Oh wow,
Little guy. Hey, little guy.
little guy.
Next up, we have Wagyu. Please tell us some more about him.
All right, so Wagyu is a typical green turtle. It's 5'6" and a deceptive 400 pounds.
Sheesh.
Imagine Buddhist robes with like that necklace that they wear. He carries a staff and almost nothing else, basically.
Oh.
speaks very slowly, very intentional movements. And yeah, just real friendly guy. Just wants everybody to, do the right thing.
And what's his class?
Oh, thank you. He is a turtle folk Zephyr. So like the monk, basically, of Nimble.
Yes, that is where is all the weight? Is Shell?
Mostly going to be the shell, and I think also like the legs. Got real sturdy legs. Moves deceptively fast when he wants to.
Okay, when he wants to. Okay. Does the rest of the group know that he only moves fast when he wants to? So when he's slow, he's doing that on purpose.
Yeah, or it's more like he just can like summon bursts of speed through his training.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, that is
So like a
wacky.
turtle, like a turtle, he normally moves slow, but when the situation might call for it, his training has taught him how to move much faster than even a normal creature.
Okay. Next up we have Topaz.
Okay, so I'm playing Topaz. He is a dragonborn. He have like a golden dragonborn, so kind of yellows, golden scales. He's look somewhat middle age. A dragonborn they don't have facial hair, but his scales go down a little bit below his chins. Is kind of like a goatees sort of situations. He wearing a very simple traveling cloth, a green cloak. He's pretty not that tall, but he's about like six, maybe 6 foot one. And he's a jovial looking guy as well. His step is pretty heavy, and probably is on our way through the tribal trails. He's been complaining the whole way, like the whole trip. It's like, when are we gonna get to our destinations? My leg hurt, something like that, the whole way.
Hey, he probably had an intense workout session the night before.
Okay, okay.
That is Topaz. And last but not least, we have Rika. Tell us more about her.
So Rika is she's a bun race, but she is a skunk, basically. She is on the shorter side, a little over 3 feet tall when she's standing up. And she is kind of always kind of trying to obscure her face a little bit with her hood of her cloak. So she has a very worn, tattered, old traveling cloak. She kind of looks like she's just an older lady that's always been traveling town to town, bit of a drifter. Her stuff's all very worn. It's got a bit of a purplish tone to it, like it might have been rich and beautiful at one time. And she gives off a vibe like she's much older. When she takes her hood down, her black skunk fur face is all graying around the eyes and nose. But she has, when she wants to, a lot of energy to move quickly and precisely and sharply to get what she wants done, but she tries to hide that.
Okay. And what is her class?
Oh, she is a Shadowmancer.
What is
so
the
like warlock?
Warlock. Okay. Did we mention what Wagyu's class was? Oh
Yeah,
no,
Zephyr,
sorry, not
like-
what. Yeah, sorry,
Oh.
I meant Topaz. There's a few of you guys here.
Oh yeah, Topaz is a mage, so he's is equivalent to like a sorcerer in 5e and a little bit of wizard as well.
Okay. So, eventually, you all find your. Well, first, my question is: as you guys are walking, are you guys, chatting amongst yourselves as the town is coming into view?
Millicent is like definitely trying to like take lead, like be in front, and like they're two. Like anytime somebody tries to engage her in conversation, she sort of like puts her hand up to silence them, and then like listens out for like danger. So she has an ear on the conversation, but she's not participating in it.
Wagyu is definitely taking up the rear, just bumbling along, probably mumbling stuff that no one can really pick up on.
Well, then Tobias actually is gonna stay like at the rear as well, as keeping the same pace as Wagyu's. Like, it's not that I cannot walk fast, I'm just want to keep my friend Wagyu's companies.
That is true, Topaz. As I always say, a turtle's shadow swims faster than its sneeze.
That is. Oh wow! I put it in my book. I'm putting it in my book, and then I write it down.
Yes. Yes, just keep that in mind.
I'm not sure.
Rika would probably be traveling right in the middle, just kind of under the radar. She's not taking up the front. She's not trying to trail behind. Just going with the group, staying right in the center.
I would think Pom Pom kind of bounces between the front and the back. He opens his book, gets distracted, falls back, and then kind of runs forward to catch up his pace.
Okay. So no one is saying anything.
Huh?
Millicent will she'll dash a bit further ahead and then sort of run in like a circle in a spiral up one of the trees. She'll kind of take a look out and then pull back to the others. Yeah, this is definitely the way. This is the one. This is the one, and then she sort of runs back down again.
Pom Pom will kind of slow down to Rika's speed and kind of angrily snap his book. Curses! We were supposed to be lost. Timora would grant us her blessing. Well, since we're on the right path, though, what are you going to do in town, Rika?
Well, I suppose it'll depend on what needs to be done. It's been a while since I've been through these parts. Should be interesting to see what's not changed.
Oh, when did you journey here last?
I don't know. It's hard to remember after all these years. Been wandering back and forth. Feels like most of my life at this point. Have you ever been in this area before?
No. I mostly just followed where the guild took me, and this would be my first time.
Well, you're in great hands here. Don't worry, we'll touch base every half an hour just to make sure everyone's with us. Everyone is still with us, right?
Yes. Following along greatly.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we do have a time limit, so if we could pick up those feet, put them down a little bit faster, and she'll sort of clap her hands a little bit.
Millicent.
After Millicent does that, Rika's going to go, "Don't forget your travel buddies, everyone," and keep going along.
Yes, and travel buddies. Who's your travel buddy, everyone? Okay, we'll work on it. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. We know
I'm
the
with
formation.
Wagyu over here. It's just slow down. What was that? The turtles, shadows, swims. What is it? Fast. What was that again?
You're very close. Don't worry, we'll all make it to the destination.
Oh, okay.
Just remember, between two flat stones, the slowest tortoise skips.
You know what? You can write it down for me. That would be great, and then I'll just note it down into my book again.
Well,
And you
this
see
little
Wagyu sits down, picks up 2 stones, and purposely kind of throws them, and then skips through them, and then and then keeps walking.
Eventually, you find yourselves nestled in the rocky foothills of the snow-capped Sword Mountains, the mining town of Phandalin. Arriving at the town, you could see that it consists of like 40 or 50 simple log buildings. Crumbling stone ruins surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been like a much larger town in centuries past. You've heard that Phandalin's residents are quiet, hardworking folk who come from distant cities to eke out a life amid the harsh wilderness. And they're farmers, stonecutters, blacksmiths, traders, prospectors, and some children. So the town has no walls, no garrison, but most of the adults keep weapons within easy reach in case the need for arms should arise. Visitors are welcome here, particularly if they have coin to spend or news to share. And the Stone Hill Inn at the center of town offers modest lodging and meals. A couple of doors down from the inn, posted outside the town master's hall, is a job board for adventurers. But what would you guys like to do?
Well, I believe we're in need of work, right, friends?
Also, here's the map of Phandalin. This is what you guys see when you guys get in here.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'd say let's just take a look at the job board first. See what kind of job we can get here and how long we might be staying, and then let's go and find some lodgings after.
Okay, so you guys take a look
Yes.
at the job board.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we
yeah.
should definitely find a job.
Okay, so you guys see on the job board, there's only one for right now. It says the local midwife, an acolyte of Shantia named Adabra Gwyn, lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south of Phandalin. With dragon sightings becoming more common, it's not safe for her to be alone. Urge Adabra to return to Phandalin, and once she's safe, visit Town Master Hobburn Wester to claim a reward of 25 gold pieces.
Do you know what this means?
Seems like a worthy opportunity.
We could see a dragon or multiple.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
It's such a blessing.
From
I'm glad
who?
you think of it that way.
From Timora. She is the goddess of ill omens and fate.
Have you seen many dragons?
Of course. So many, it's hard to count, but it's always great to see them again.
Well, no one here needs to be scared. There's a dragon that comes along. I'll just, bing. She like mimes, like pinging a bow and arrow. Knock him out the sky. It's no big deal. I've done it before.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I'm happy. That seemed like my companions who know how to deal with dragons. So if that happened, I was just gonna, stay back, enjoy my drink, and let you guys handle the dragons. Is that how it's gonna be, right?
I'll have to agree with you. Topaz is a careful turtle, hums before the storm forgets.
God, you're like a gold mine for like quotes that I can put into my book. Oh my God, dude.
Keep some of those in the back of your mind. I feel like they'll be handy when we have to have a conversation with this little lady. You know what I'm
Yes.
what I'm saying. Yeah, good.
Adabra.
Okay.
Yes, we'll have to convince her.
And what a wordsmith you are. I mean, it could be you taking
So-
lead.
How do we find this stone windmill?
I mean, it said that it's on the south side of Phandalins, few miles.
There's only one main road to head south out of Phandalin. So we can just start heading if you want to take a look.
We should follow that then.
All right, I snatched
Venture
the
forward, friends.
job off from the job board.
So you guys take the job then? Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Gathering your gear, or sounds like okay. So you guys immediately got into town, saw the job board, and you're like, "Let's get to work."
I mean, we
Mhm.
can rest a little.
We also need money
Mm.
to pay for our rest.
Oh.
A damp shell never borrowed a bucket.
Makes no sense.
But anyways, Maya is just like, what time of the day is right now? What you say is like? Is it
It's like
early?
midday. It's like midday, so sun is still high in the sky. Slight clouds.
So if it's a few miles south, maybe we can get there now before the sun downs, and then
Perhaps we
There and
could
back in one
stay
day, I
with
like it.
Adabra and can help convince her that way.
That too. Spending time with the people that you're meant to be helping is a really good way to get more of that, adventurer feel I've read. So that's also a good option. Yes, I like it. Let's do that one.
Okay. So, you guys all make your way to the southern road. You continue on like that main road, out of Phandalin, and prepare for about a 5-mile journey. The air is fresh, the scent of the morning dew and wildflowers. The road soon gives way to a less trodden path that weaves through the rolling hills. The landscape around you is picturesque, a blend of wild, untamed beauty. And as you continue, the path gradually steepens. The air grows a little bit colder, and you notice that the grass underfoot is laced with the frost of the shadows of the hills. And after a few hours of travel, marked by the occasional, rabbit darting by, Umbridge Hill rises before you. Yes. So you see this like stone. Oh wait, you guys can't see it, huh?
No.
No.
Well, let me give you light. Well,
I shall bring light.
yes.
Hallelujah.
Ooh.
Welcome to Umbridge Hill. You see the stone windmill of Adabra Gwyn coming into view. The structure is surrounded by an iron fence, and you see that the walls and the door of the windmill are riddled with tail spikes that have been lodged into it. And that's when you notice a large beast trying to break inside.
No one panic. I know exactly how to deal with this.
Uh-huh.
It has the body of a lion and the wings of a dragon. Its tail ends in vicious spikes. And it appears wounded with a damaged wing. And you could see a woman in a second floor window. She notices you all coming up the trail, and she waves at you.
No, don't.
Oh, my friends, do we see? This creature is wounded. We should help it.
Pom Pom will eagerly wave back to the woman in the second story.
She says, "Help me!" And her face looks panicked.
Tobias will immediately find somewhere to hide.
She says, "Help me," and you go
How-
find a place to hide. Okay.
Yep.
Millicent, so how are we going to deal with this dragon?
Yeah. All right, listen up. And then she'll kind of like motion for everyone to join her in a huddle. And as she's like doing that, she's pulling her mask like sort of over her eyes. I shoot him.
Mm.
You go left
Mm-hmm.
and wait for my signal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
This
how
is
we
a
deal
solid
with this.
plan.
Yeah.
That's your plan?
Wagyu
Oh, do you have
starts
a
to just
better
move
one?
towards the creature. And says, "Friend, let me help you."
I,
You
no,
look
that's
in need of
not-
healing.
Are you? You said you're walking up to it. Okay, so you go to try to talk to it. Give me a DC 10 influence roll.
How do I pull up my sheet? There's normally a little button at the bottom. I don't see it.
Oh, it's because you have to click on your character token, but it's not on the screen
Oh, okay.
because I did not place it there. But if I, like, for example, if I placed it there, where are you? Wagyu on the screen. There you go.
Aha! Okay, so I should
Yes.
still click on influence.
Oh, okay, not bad. You hear the this creature. It says, "My child suffers frostbite from that wicked dragon. I must heal him before it's too late. This woman has what I need inside."
Oh, my friend, I'm sorry to hear of your pain. What could I do to help?
She looks at you. Get this woman to give me what I need.
Sounds like you're desperate.
I have no time
What-
for this conversation. And you
Okay.
see. Yeah, what would you like to do?
Let me speak to the woman. Give us a few minutes of peace.
I don't have much time.
I understand. I will be fast.
Okay. Okay, the
May
turtle
I
will be
enter
fast.
through the door.
As he said, like I will be fast, and then he slowly walk into the door.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I mean, I'll move my regular force. I move at 4 force, so a little less than normal.
Okay,
right
gotcha.
now, but
So you're
do I
moving a
enter
little
the
bit.
room and do I see the woman?
She's still on the. She's up like the stairs of the windmill.
Okay, so I'll just kind of get in there quick and be like, "My friend, do you know what this creature desires?"
Yes, well, the creature did not explain what it needs. It just immediately started attacking my home.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me see what I can figure out. Turns around, goes back to the creature. My friend, I need to know a specific item or thing that you need in order to help you.
I need a healing potion.
Turns back around, goes to the lady.
Slowly goes
Do you
back.
have any? Do you have any healing potions? I assume you are a Dabra.
Yes, I have healing potions. Of course I do.
Excellent. May I have one?
Is that all it wanted? Uh-oh. I can't
you were
hear.
cut out for a little bit.
That's what it has said.
Okay. Oh, okay. Fine.
Give one to me, and I will give it to the creature.
Wait, first of all, who are you?
That is, I will explain all in time. For now, healing potion, please.
Okay, make haste. And she grabs the healing potion, hands it over to you.
Ah, thank you. As you know, where sand meets leaf, a turtle hiccups in tune, and turns around and goes to the door, and says, "My friend, I have what it is you desire. May I ask your name?"
She goes to Are you handing it over?
Yeah, to the creature. I have it like this, but then hands out, but asking what their name is.
It goes to kind of just swipe the potion from you, and then just flies off.
Oh. Be kind.
It flaps its broken wings, barely able to make it over the tree line, and then soon fades off into the distance.
Ah, Namaste.
Millicent is like absolutely dumbfounded, like watching this whole thing take place. She kind of like leans over to everyone. She's like, "Did he just on his own? You saw that?"
Yeah, yes, I saw him hand him poison to the dragon. So, we won't have to worry about that.
Yes, Pom Pom. That's exactly what he did.
Mm-hmm. Wagyu is wise.
You hear the door to the
I-
light to the house like slowly creak open. Adabra Gwen appears. She's like this dwarven woman, sturdy build. She has weathered skin, long silvery hair, and she says, "She looks at you, Wagyu. Oh, thank you. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. Please, everybody, please come in. You must be weary from your journey in this whole ordeal."
Ah, yes. Thank you for your kindness. I'm glad we were able to help. My name is Wagyu, and these are my friends.
Well, what is your name?
Uh, Topaz, happy to be in your acquaintance. You are Adabra, right?
Yes, that is me. What brings you out here?
I don't know.
Well, we are concerned for your safety, and I believe the scenario we just encountered is evidence of that. We'd like you to come back to town with us.
Well, I would have dealt with it eventually. You know, Manticore is not as bad as a dragon.
It sounds like you're very confident in yourself.
Well, against a Manticore, yes, I believe so.
You didn't
Pom
even
Pom will
try to
mouth
talk to
to
him.
Millicent like, a what?
Shh, shh, shh.
What about something worse, though, that maybe you would be unable to handle by yourself? A dragon, perhaps.
You speak of the blue dragon that's been seen around these parts lately?
Yes.
Well, it hasn't
But-
bothered me yet.
Hmm.
Perhaps think of it this way. We saw a notice posted publicly asking anyone interested to come and collect you and be paid for that service. If
Collect
you aren't
me like
worried about, yeah. So personally, if anything, I would come back and figure out what's going on. If you don't want more people coming out your way, bothering you, if you want to stay here, at least someone's going to have to talk to whomever posted that notice. If you come back with us, we still get paid for it, and we can maybe help you figure out how to get that off your back, or maybe not, but it seems like you're just going to keep having people like us come to your door. Maybe people not as friendly as us.
And what do you mean by people like you? Who are you?
Just looking for work, passing through town.
We are the greatest adventuring group the realm has ever seen. And Millicent will kind of like afford to speak, and then she'll do like a little bow. Millicent at your service.
You barely look strong enough to fail a deer. What makes you think you could take on such a creature as a dragon? A blue one, no less.
Listen,
I'll have you know I've killed many a dragon. Thank you.
Millicent, she doesn't mean it. Listen, sweetheart.
Oh,
A few minutes ago, you were
Sweetheart.
waving at her.
you.
Few minutes ago, you were waving at us, asking for help. So now that we're here, we have you. So why don't we,
If
try
I
to be
recall, you did,
friends?
sir. As I recall, you did nothing. I saw you go off to hide.
That was a strategic
Sure.
decision, okay?
Who would like to give her an influence? Who would want the role influence? Try to convince her.
I will, but I'll say something first. I'll say, Adabra, would you be against me and my friends staying with you for the night as the hour is getting late? And we can discuss the matter and decide in the morning.
Go ahead and roll influence. She's still thinking about how this little. Oh,
Oops, that one didn't work well.
Oh no.
hmm.
And then he follows up with, no pebble snickers at a shy turtle's grin.
That doesn't make any sense. Now, is
Hmm.
there?
Do you have
Well,
any tea?
I do have tea.
Okay, he just walks off and
Okay. Oh,
just tries to find like the kitchen to look
Yeah.
for it. Doesn't wait for directions, just go.
yeah.
Well,
Waggles, there were
see if you
mul-
can find some jasmines. I would like some jasmines.
this, I believe more people were trying to help convince her, so you could roll with advantage. You know, you have the help of
Okay.
There you go.
your friends as well.
For sure. Let's see. Oh, God. The
Power of
curse is
friendship.
back. The curse is
Oh,
back.
wait.
Oh man.
Well, she says, it is a long journey back, but it sounds like you all are quite capable. She looks at Millicent. Even one of you has fellow dragon before. I'm sure.
Which
you'll
is
be
why
fine.
we are the perfect escorts to lead you back to town. So if you just want to collect up your belongings and off we'll pop then. Yes?
I'm a grown woman. I don't need escorts.
Think of
That's
it
just-
more as... Okay, I don't have anything better than that right now. The adventuring guide didn't say what to do if somebody was turning down your help,
Just
so...
Think of it as like traveling, companions. Like we go back to town, you go back to towns, we go in the same way, and if we don't like go in a same group, it'll be weird, and just
What if I make a different offer? Think of it as a mutually beneficial agreement. There's this public notice posted asking anyone to come and find you and bring you back to town because the townspeople presumably are worried about you. If you don't want people to keep showing up on your door, we have to talk to somebody. Maybe we can help you, make a run to town, do some errands, carry your groceries back. And if you come with us into town, we get paid for having done the notice. All of it's done with, you don't keep getting bothered. Would that be more agreeable?
So you want me to go to town with you?
Yeah, but you can do whatever the hell you want after that. We don't really care.
Let me know when I come back in with tea.
Yeah. I mean, I understand the town's urgency to get me back inside. There's been some unnatural storms lately.
They clearly value your knowledge and skill. They don't want anything bad to happen to you. At least you can perhaps remind them that you are capable and that they should stop sending people after you. Up to you.
You're right. Go ahead and go influence for me.
While she's doing that, you
Dad.
hear from the kitchen area Wagyu saying, "Step by shell, breath by tide, calm and journey, fear subside. Peace and whispers, strong inside.
Aw.
Spirit steady, safely guide."
oh,
He's just singing that like over and over again.
I love that. With that roll, she goes, okay. How about this? It's getting a little bit later. We'll go tomorrow first thing at first light. Yes? You guys can stay here for the night. I am appreciative of you helping me be rid of the Manticore.
And we're appreciative in return. Thank you very much. It's a very generous offer, ma'am.
I will be up in my study for the next hour. You are free to roam around Umbridge Hill. See if you see anything. There have been other adventurers who have been investigating because there have been strange sightings, you see, of a storm dragon.
Storm Dragon, that's the blue one, because blue and storms, right?
Yes. Yes, you're very smart.
Just kind of like narrows her eyes a little bit.
She goes,
Rika cackles out loud at that.
I've seen it myself, actually, she says. A massive blue beast surrounded by dark clouds. I've never seen a storm like the one that followed it. It's as if the very sky answers its call.
Really? Oh, which portion of the sky is that? Do you have a window that someone could watch to see it?
Yes. Go head up to the 3rd floor.
Pom Pom will scurry through the door, and you can hear his feet kind of just trample up the stairs.
There's something unnatural about these storms. I fear it's not just the dragon. I've heard tale of things like this. We may have cultists meddling with forces best left alone. But I'm sure you will look into it.
Wagyu walks in, not having heard any of that, and says, with 6 cups of tea, and says, Adabra, I'd be happy to give you my share of the gold if you return to town with us.
She says, "Thank you.
I mean,
you have a
he-
deal."
And then sets
He
down the
shares
tea.
the gold, right? He shares of the gold, right?
Yeah. She says, "Is that tea for everybody, dear?"
Yeah, oh yes, of course, please.
She goes to try it. Oh, magnificent. Thank you. I'll be up in my study for the next hour, and then I'll be back down for dinner.
Wait. We have important questions on behalf of the guild.
Yes.
And she'll start like pacing in front of her a little bit. So, what makes you think there's cultists involved with this dragon?
Like I said, I've seen things like this before in the past, and storm dragons, of course, they can call lightning, but this is quite different.
Different how?
There's just something unnatural about the storms that have been summoned as of late. I suggest you look more into it, though. You are quite capable.
I will meditate on this.
And she pats you on the top of your stoat head.
She like tightens her bandana again, like knocks off kilter, so she retightens it. Well, we are experienced adventurers, but as a local, where would you begin? If you were to have a look into it. And I'm not saying we will. We're very busy people. The guild, has many uses for us.
Of course. So
You,
busy.
you understand. So, where would you start potentially?
I would say, take a look around Umbridge Hill. Is Wagyu praying?
Meditating.
Meditating.
Okay, awesome.
Rick is gonna
Um,
take like 2 mugs of the tea and try to balance it on his claws as he stands there like that. See if it stays balanced. Just as everyone's talking.
That's just, I want to make, there should be some type of roll.
I think I'll do dex. I do a dex roll.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
dude, just do a
always.
straight dex roll.
Can I do finesse? Because
Roll
I
for
haven't had finesse.
meditation.
yeah, it'll be a finesse. Yeah, why not?
Finesse, yeah.
Oh,
That's nice.
one of
Thank
them.
God
You
for
see,
+4.
Rika, you see that one of them is starting to teeter and about to fall. If you would like to catch it, you have to be a DC 13 finesse,
Can I cast
or you can cast
My-
a spell.
Fireball.
yeah, I
Cast
just want
fireball.
I want to summon shadow and just have a shadow minion catch it for me.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So you
I'm
see,
gonna laugh to myself as it happens.
one of them starts to fall. Shadow minion gets sent out. You see that Adabra kind of just shakes her head and begins to make her way up to her study, and she says, "I'll be back down in an hour."
Thank you very much.
That means there's an hour to explore, an hour to get leads, an hour to help the guild in every which way we possibly can. Are you prepared to do this?
I put my hand down to Millicent's shoulder. You know what? I don't trust this woman. You see how she tried to, gaslighting and manipulating you?
Well, I mean, a lot of the big folk do that. That's, it's just part and parcel of being a
I know.
Stoatling.
I
That
know,
doesn't
I
mean
know.
we shouldn't help people just because they might have their own prejudices. That's what the adventuring book says, anyway.
Well, that's true. But anyway, I don't trust her. But I trust you, and you are very capable. So why don't you take an eye on hers and make sure that she doesn't run away from her study room or something like that?
Oh, I stay here and guard her, and then you guys do the investigating then, huh?
Yeah.
I will stay
know, I
with you,
just don't
Millicent,
trust
and
her.
guard.
Can I look around in this room and just see if there's like any like wool or like yarn, crochet or anything like that that she's been working on? Just because she's an older lady, I'm an older lady. I want to see what her crafts are.
So as you guys entered the windmill, you saw that the interior, it's a blend of a workshop and like a homey living space. So you definitely find some those like knitting needles and thread and all that good stuff. You smell those earthy scent of herbs. A large millstone dominates the center of the room, surrounded by shelves cluttered with jars, bottles, and they all contain containers holding like a variety of ingredients. So, yeah. And of course, there was tea in the kitchen as well.
I'm gonna do some knitting with what seems like scrap wool while we're just hanging out in this space.
I think Pom Pom would grab the edge of like the third floor window and would strain out to see if there's anything in the sky. So you'd hear him shout excitedly, like, "Oh, I've seen something," and then it cut off as he's like, "No, never mind."
How far is his body out the window?
About halfway, like a dangerous amount.
Ooh, should I do it, everybody?
Yes.
Should I do
Do
it?
That's what makes it fun.
Do it.
Okay, I believe it would be a dex roll to try to, and that
Can
would
we
probably
can we see this happening or?
finesse. He's on the
We can
third
probably
floor.
hear it.
Oh yeah. We can't.
On the third
Okay.
floor.
You'll hear if he falls. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
finesse to see if you can stay balanced as half of your body is outside of that window, as you're like straining to peer out. Ah!
Oof.
Oh my
You fly.
god! Woo! That's
Thank God
perfect.
someone has the luck.
I like to think that a windmill blade comes just in time for him to push off as he kind of fell forward. Like,
Yeah.
I see it over there.
And perfect. You're perfectly balanced as all things should be. As you are,
Mhm.
you know, you don't have a doubt that you know what you're doing. Okay. Is anybody searching? Because this stone windmill has 3 floors. Currently, you guys are on the first floor. Pom Pom's on the top. Well, above the third floor, there's kind of like that opening to the windmill. It's kind of just one small space that like one person can get in. That looks up outdoors. But anybody else looking around, you can even go outside. You pass by some like old some cairns as well, some like dwarven cairns.
Too bad he's been doing a lot of walking today. He tires. Just gonna grab the tea, drink it hot, find somewhere that he can sit down and look, and then I will look at Millicent, give a thumbs up, and then just sit down and read my book.
Okay, so the plan is. Are we listening? Are we listening? She's kind of like.
Yeah,
Does a little look
yes,
around to
yes,
make
yes,
sure
yeah, yeah,
everyone's-
yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I've actually been reading about what to do when a situation like this arises, and the book says that the best thing to do is to split the group. So I think that half of us should go exploring outside, and half of us should explore this tower. How does everybody feel about this idea?
I'm just lazily, bring my thumbs up.
I think
would
you've
say
earned
that-
the planning badge, and I take the thing I've been knitting. It's just a little thought bubble. I pin it on you upside down. Well done.
Well, yeah. Okay. Do we? Okay, I'll. No, you know what? I'll put us into groups. Okay. So we have the Alpha Squad. This will be the group that's going outside and asking questions and investigating. Then we have the Beta Squad. They're going to be inside doing a more covert operation. Agreed?
Yes.
Fantastic. I am very covert. I will hang out inside and do investigation.
Fantastic.
You know what?
So,
Same.
oh, look at us. We're all getting ourselves into groups. I love this. Okay. Team Bravo, Beta. What did I say? Beta, Bravo. It doesn't matter as long as it begins with B. Raise your hand if you're on this team.
Is
Raises
Millicent a
his-
Girl Scout?
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
She
She's
just
like
really loves the guild. Okay.
she loves those badges.
Yeah.
I feel like nobody else keeps up with it, but she's like very diligent
only
about it.
one.
She's
Yeah.
got the guide. She's following all the booklet.
Yeah, the
I
adventurer's
just think
guidelines.
She really wanted
Uh-huh.
a sticker, you know?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, Topaz, Rika, Wagyu, that's you. That's you. Yes? Yes, yes? Verbal confirmation, people. We are a team. We talk to each other. We communicate.
Yes, if the dude dances sideways, the turtle coughs twice.
The what now?
Exactly.
Just cough in a different direction than the sideways wind, or maybe come inside.
Precisely.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. So that's me and Pom Pom on Alpha Team. Okay. We'll be back here in around. As you like, kind of. How much time has passed since?
It's been since like you last heard of from Adabra, it's been about like 25 minutes.
Already?
How long does it
Jeez.
take to walk 5 miles? I'm bad at conversions. I don't know how far a mile is.
According to my notes, it would be a 5-hour walk back. So that's all yeah. It's about 5 hours to walk back.
So it's
We
like
meet-
6 p.m. ish now.
We meet back here in 35 minutes.
Huh?
Roll out.
I like
And
to
then-
think Pom Pom gets to the bottom of the stairs. Why is everyone leaving?
She just like grabs you and starts walking out
It's
the
just
door.
Millicent and you.
Yeah, it's just us two.
Okay. So Alpha Team makes their way out.
Hoorah.
Is it just me and Topaz staying back?
And Wagyu.
And not awake.
Okay.
Wagyu. What is?
Did you forget your character's name
Okay.
already?
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Alpha Team makes their way outside. Where are you guys going
Honestly,
first?
those, the alpha teams, those two as the one that I'm worried about the most. Why did we let the two of them? You know what? They'd be fine. They'd be fine.
I just wanted to finish my tea, honestly.
Yeah, same.
Is this that I'm like highlighting? Are they like boulders?
Yes. Yes, it's they're cairns. There's these you could see rock piles. They look very deliberately laid out as well. Around the area. It seems to be a graveyard of sorts. Anybody who wants to can make a perception check.
Ooh. Pom Pom will run up there. He's very curious on that. Seems like Timora's claimed some more souls, so he'll see who these people are.
One day someone's gonna meet you who like also worships Timora and they'll be like, what are you talking about?
I like to think he has this like
Oh.
vacant stare. His eyes are just wide as he's trying to read what's on there.
Millicent, are you searching around too?
Yeah, like she hasn't like run up yet. She's like sort of like, you know, like seeing if there's anybody lurking around a stone, that kind of thing. She's like having a look from further back. Maybe like to see if like the rocks make a shape or anything from where like she is.
Okay. They don't seem to make like a certain like specific shape, but you could see that they were laid specifically, if that makes sense. It's not like they're not trying to make a triangle or octagon or something, but it does look, they look organized.
Okay. So she'll kind of like get to Pom Pom eventually. All right, so rocks and nature and that kind of thing. That's your deal. What does all this mean then? Let's go.
Well,
Briefing.
This was a big burial site for many people. They were in a horrible windmill accident.
Oh,
It's written on here. that right there. You see that? On the, don't look at it too much. But it was so horrible. They just scattered the graves all around. No one wanted to touch this place. That's what I get anyway.
wow! You get all of that just from worship.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you must be like a really in the know and knowledgeable follower.
Well, I have this book, you see, and I make sure to read it daily.
Oh, that's just like me in the Adventurer's Guide.
Yes. is there a god of the Adventurer's Guide?
Well, it's kind of a collective, you know, like a lot of people over time came together to write it. So maybe like multiple. But I guess when you put it that way, it's kind of similar. Huh.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll as well, or examination. Sorry. See if Pom Pom really knows what he's talking about. yeah, for Millicent, yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh,
Nah!
oh, Pom Pom. Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oof, a 7. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. What that means is that it just takes a little bit. You guys are out there longer, and so the time when you're like meet back in 35 minutes, it turns into like 45 minutes. Everybody's like getting the house ready for dinner. You guys still kind of like looking around. Eventually, you find sticking out of one of the rock piles a strange, subtly glowing whetstone. WHET.
Hey, you found something.
Pom Pom will scoop that up and kind of polish it with his robes.
Okay, this is a magical item. You this casts a magic weapon 3 times before running out.
Oh, Millicent. After divining this from Timora, this should strengthen your weapon.
Just for me, it's like I'm the chosen one. Wow.
Yes, and then you'll kill a dragon, and I will see it. I mean, I'll see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just this. Are you like kind of worried at all about this blue dragon that's like really close by, or you know, just, like I'm not. I just wanted to, you know, check with the team.
I mean, I've seen so many, and you've killed one, so we're safe.
Yeah, I've killed like way more than one. One, that's rookie numbers. Yeah, so like you're not nervous at all, so there's no reason for like anyone else on the team to be nervous, right?
Oh, I have complete faith in you.
In
that
me.
You will single-handedly kill this dragon.
Single-handedly, yeah. Well, 2 hands, you know, you need 2 hands to use a bow. we should maybe get back before this, you know, just, you know, it's been a while, I think, maybe. Whatever, let's go.
Yes, we'll show them what we found.
Okay.
This is gonna be like a very fun duo, you know, bro. I love it.
You guys are back inside Bravo team. Have you guys been looking throughout the after they left? What did you guys do back inside?
I'm going to sort of peek around, carrying my tea with me. And I'm just gonna, because I noticed that she had mentioned she thinks cultists are involved.
Mm-hmm.
Having knowledge and making that connection, I want to see if there's anything that she has notes or information. I just want to know where that's coming from. She's out in the middle of nowhere. Why does she know this? So I want to see anything that might have like notes or information about kind of the stuff she was talking about, the dragon or cultists in general, or medical notes. She's a midwife or whatever.
Okay, so as you're taking a look, give me are you on the first floor, second floor?
I guess we started on the first floor, so I'll start searching on the first floor. Unless
Okay.
I guess I looked for crafts. So if it didn't look like there was anything like that down here, then I'll start on the second floor.
Yeah, you didn't see any notes really down on the first floor. But if you're on the second floor, go ahead and give me examination. See if there's anything you find
Okay.
there.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Let's go.
Ooh.
Wagyu
That
is
is
making dinner.
Is he? She didn't even ask. Look, he's a great guy. She's gonna ask you to stay with her. Hey. So you
That's all
do.
vegan.
Oh. There we go. That's
yeah.
where. So you find like a scribbled note, but it's not finished. It's kind of just like her thoughts of like maybe about what's going on. She says something about warning the dwarves at the excavation site. They need to know about the storm dragon's presence. Strange figures nearby. Possibly orc. But other than that, yeah,
Wait.
that's about it.
Are you guys on the second floor?
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess like before you go up to the second floor, Tobert is gonna say, but in all seriousness, really don't trust this woman. So if you guys going up there, can you just keep an eye on her? Take a look at the study room, make sure that she's not doing something suspicious. I'll keep guard down here, and I'm just sipping tea, reading my book.
Once I feel like I've found anything interesting that I'm going to find, I'm going to just see if she has any interesting books or things to do to kill the last 20 minutes until we think Pom Pom and Millicent are coming back.
AKA Alpha Team. Yeah, so again, taking a look more on the second floor, you realize this is like her quarters. And she's kind of like in an office area behind her door. The walls are adorned with hanging herbs, flowers. You see a sturdy wooden table. It has notes, books, small mortar, and a pestle, and then a simple bed, a little thick blanket in the corner. And there is a wooden chest. And then lastly, you notice a small handcrafted wooden figure that's standing on a shelf.
Does the figure look to be like Shanti, or would I know that?
Go ahead and give me a lore check. DC 10. Hey, that'll do it. That'll
go.
do it. You instantly recognize this figure to be that of Shantia, the goddess of agriculture.
Cool. Okay. Can I take a peek at the herbs that she has hanging? Do they seem like they're supposed to be decorative, or are they like drying for use?
It looks like they're drying for use later.
Okay. All right. Does it seem like there's anything
Yeah.
like in her mortar and pestle? Like, was she working on anything, or it's just kind of like being stored?
Yeah, it's just storage for right now.
Okay.
It's empty.
All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and maybe help with dinner a little bit.
Okay. You're a better person because I think Topaz would have looked around in her wooden chest.
I already used her knitting. I feel like
What? Come on, don't
Pushing
deny it. Don't deny it. Go back downside. What is Wagyu cooking? It's getting late. It's nighttime has started to fall, and the team Alpha team has still not come in because it took too long to like examine the cairn outside. But yeah, what's Wagyu doing?
So in the kitchen, you see a big cast iron pot that's bubbling with a stew of mushrooms and potatoes and beets. And so there's some beans, and you see him, he's tearing up some herbs to throw into the soup. And you also think you smell some bread coming from a bread smell coming from
Ooh.
sitting on top, cooking as well, growing. And then nearby you see a bowl of fresh picked greens from the garden outside with some fruit and a bottle of dressing sitting on the counter.
And you see she makes her way down. She says, "What is that heavenly smell, dear?" Comes up behind you.
Just a wonderful dinner granted to us by the universe.
Well, if you are the universe, then I thank you.
Much appreciated. Help yourself, please.
Is the table set?
Yes.
Wow, you did.
I set the table.
Every-
It's
Ah.
a pile of cutlery just in the middle.
Okay.
Yes, my wonderful
so-
friend Rika took care of that.
Nice. You
I
said
also sliced the bread.
Oh, thank
You're
you,
welcome.
thank you. You set the table just as my father used to.
Maybe we knew each other.
How old are you?
Oh, who can keep track these days?
You're right
Let me
about
go
that.
sit down.
You're right
Sorry
about that,
that.
honey. She's like, sometimes I feel 100, sometimes I feel 22.
Oh, that's the way of things. And I chuckle to myself and head on over, start stuffing my face with bread.
Where are those two? Where are the two young ones? The little fellows.
Oh, I'm sure they're around.
And at that moment, you guys kind of like burst in through the door. What are you guys doing as you burst in?
Holding out the stone, being like, "Look what I found! No, I found it, Pom Pom. I found it. Look what I found."
I found a dragon killer. That's what it is.
Nuh-uh. And she kind of like tries to like shove in through the door in front of him.
I
Whoa.
told you I spotted it in the dirt.
He's lying, everyone. He's lying. Don't listen.
Please, you two. Remember, if the moon tastes sour, the turtle hums a crooked lullaby. Now, please, one at a time.
If the sour.
He means
funny
that you
that
guys did a good job. All right, let me see the stone.
She'll like kind of like hold it up out of Pom Pom's reach to like try and chuck it
I-
over to Topaz.
I wanted to.
Like hand in his face, like.
This is good find. You guys did a good job.
Yeah, I did a great
Yes,
job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, young ones, please come sit at the table. Your good friend Wagyu, if I remember correctly, he's made a
Yes.
very delicious meal for us.
Did he make bread?
Ooh.
Yes.
No,
Of course.
no, there was no bread.
Oh,
I put it on the bench beside me. You can't see it.
this happens every time.
We always
Wagyu
miss the
cooks.
bread.
Where
She
does
kinda
it go?
She kind of like trudges over to the table.
Young
like,
people don't need more carbs. Eat some protein.
Mm, I
guess.
guess. Pom will drag the chair out. Sit
Wagyu
on
walks
it.
up. Wagyu walks up to the table, but not wanting to break one of the chairs. Just kind of sets it off to the side, and then kind of just sits down. So the table's like, like here.
He says, Adabra says these chairs were made by my ancestors, the strongest of dwarves. You can sit in them, sir.
Okay, I will try. He chose to sit on one. Should
Yeah,
we
the
roll?
chair. No, but you do feel that if a chair could scream, this
Yeah.
one would. Like the arms are just like. Yeah, exactly. So, but they're holding on for dear life.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, they're just holding on. And she says, again, I just want to thank you all for coming to help me earlier today, and for this nice dinner I was going to make. Something a lot more plain, but this is delicious, and then the bread is really good too. Thank you for the bread.
Of course,
The,
it was our sacred duty.
She said bread. She said there was
You
bread.
did. That
The
means it was
chairs she
here.
mentioned.
So we did.
She
get
mentioned her.
bread.
So sorry.
You're good. You're good. That was it.
I just want to like peek. She mentioned her ancestors made the chairs. Do they look like heirlooms, or do they look newly crafted, or can I tell?
I mean, by looking, if you're studying them a little bit longer, they do look very old, but they look
Okay.
very sturdy at the same time.
Okay.
So they're not dusty or anything like that. They look like they've been in use.
Okay.
Draven's craftsmanship. It's always good stuff.
Oh yes, it is. Well, everybody, let's dig in, and you could tell me about your adventures. Actually, young Weasel, is that what you are?
Weasel. I'm a
Oh, no.
stoatling.
I'm,
Stoatlings. We're everywhere.
I'm sorry. It's like telling the difference between two different types of snakes. It's part of the same family.
that is not. This isn't. I'm. And she'll kind of like stand up and start like pulling her gloves like tighter on her like on her hands.
Sit down, dear. Sit down.
Oh no, no.
Well, I will because I'm a guest in your house. But if I wasn't, I'd have to defend my name as a Stoatling.
I'm sure you would. You're so cute. Isn't she cute? This is why
Like-
she's on the team.
Her tail's just like on end, like bristling. Like you can see like the fur, but she does like sit back down again and just like sort of like angrily stab at her soup like with the spoon. She's not actually like eating it.
Speaking of interesting families, you mentioned that your ancestors were dwarves. Were they from around here, or have you been traveling yourself?
They're from around here. They're from up north. Mostly, we established ourselves in Phandalin, and I wanted to break away, be not so close to the town. You know, small town people get in your business. You know what I mean?
Ah, so you still have relatives nearby.
Yes, I do. And some have become adventurers themselves, and so you don't see them as often.
Fantastic. Well, it's nice at this age to still have family in the area.
And it seems you all are friends. This is a type of found family, yes?
The guild put us together. They took the best from each quadrant, and then they threw us all in one team, and that's us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you are the mascot. She smiles at you.
What? No, actually, no. That's actually not quite right. I'm not the mascot. No, I'm the strategist.
Of course you are.
She like just a thumb nod.
Anyways, I'm sorry for my intrusion, but so what? You're just out here as farmings, or is there any other particular reason that you're living out here alone by yourself?
No big reason. I just like the privacy it brings. And this is a family home, and so I thought I would take care of it.
I see.
So what
But
will your
I-
plans in town be, Adabra?
Did you say what will her plans be in town?
Mhm.
I probably will see if there's any women who need my help, or whoever is having any back pain. You know, the pain of childbirth, and that whole process is not fun.
Mm.
So I'll probably go around town and see who needs my help in the name of Shantia.
Worthy work. Do you know where you'll stay?
Indeed. Might stay at the inn.
Mm.
Do you know of the Stonehill Inn? You know of it.
I believe we saw it walking past, yes.
Yes, it's quaint and it's not too costly to get a room for the night.
Good to
Millicent,
know.
Millicent will like let out like a loud slurp. And she's sort of like, so what's the Shantia? You've mentioned her a few times. What is she like Pom? Is she like Pom? Pom's guy?
Not as glorious as Timora by any means, but lesser gods always have a good place.
You're asking about Shantia. She's the goddess of agriculture, of life and bounty. She's the embodiment of all things agrigarian. She's the Earth Mother.
And I guess with all the herbs and stuff, that kind of works out well for you, huh? And then she takes like another like massive slurp.
Yeah, exactly. And she like goes to like dab your mouth.
She starts like,
I-
she's like, I'm old enough.
You're getting it everywhere, too.
Not
Going
all.
everywhere. Okay. But yes, Shantia, she's a great goddess, and she grants us the best of life's boons. But she's no. I don't compare her to. What is your goddess? She looks at you, Pom Pom.
Timora, the goddess of pestilence, failed crops, and lost people in the woods.
I don't. Huh.
A being of complete darkness who overshadows all. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but.
She says, take a breath. For my studies, I don't believe that is correct. She's.
So,
I-
Topaz is Topaz probably know about it, and Topaz probably know about this from his studies,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
probably
yeah.
like don't really care. So I just gonna look at I'm just gonna look at her, and I'm just like, just don't bother, just leave him be.
She'll like lean over to you. So you let him believe this.
I mean, isn't that what? I don't know. I'm not a religion man, but isn't that what religious mean? You choose to believe in whatever you believe in.
No, not at all, not at all.
The guy is happy. He's
I-
happy, so it's
I
like,
guess. You know what? You're right. Yeah, let him be happy. But she is the goddess of good fortune.
I know.
You know this. You know this.
I-
Okay, okay.
Pom Pom will be eagerly like rocking in his chair with the book, like cradling it.
Yes. She's like, can I see that? She says, dear, can I see the book?
My sacred tome?
I'll take care of it. I swear.
It happens though, a blight befalls any who touch this.
Oh, well,
Be
I
wary.
wouldn't want a blight to befall me. I guess.
Yes, take heed of this warning, and Pom Pom will slide it over.
Okay. Is it? Wait, what's this book of? Is it of the teachings of Timora, or it's like?
Yeah,
It might be a fake one because if.
it's very much that Pom Pom can't really read, so he's picking bits and pieces of the
So
text.
she's looking through it and she's like, Timora, the friendly, graceful, kind deity of good fortune.
No,
Um,
that's the wrong verse. The spiteful, wrath-giving god who wiped out nations.
Right.
That's on the middle page.
Okay. She flips to the middle page. Okay. Skill, victory, adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She shines upon those who take risks. Oh, okay.
No.
I-
She cast a shadow that invites risk. Did you read that?
That is certainly a way to look at it, dear. As she shuts the book very gently, slides it back over to you.
Yes, such cursed knowledge isn't meant for all mortals.
Okay. And she just goes back to talking to somebody else.
I'm going to turn to her and say, I think much of it comes in the terms of finding our own path in belief. Shantia, was that someone that you've always worshipped?
She's been
Is
a
that-
goddess that my family has worshipped, and her teachings have been passed down throughout the generations, and so it just, you know how it is, you fall into it. I've looked into other religions, of course, especially Timora, since she, she'll whisper, "It's the goddess of luck and fortune." But it's a family tradition, and since I'm a midwife, it seems more appropriate.
That makes sense. That's interesting to hear that your family has been following her for some time.
Yes. She feeds us, clothes us, waters us, and shelters us.
Do a
Have
lot
you
of
ever
people?
considered a non-god faith, such as Buddhism?
I guess so. Yes. Yeah.
Pom Pom will suspiciously eye Wagyu while clutching his book.
Heathen.
Are you like the only one around here who worships the goddess of agriculture, or is it? Well, I was just thinking. You see, I've been.
Would you like
using-
to join?
Well.
Wait, just a moment. If anyone's going to join any god, Millicent would want to join a fearful god, a fearsome god like Timora, right?
Yeah. Like I said, send over the details, and I'll kind of take a look through them, and maybe I'll get back to you. But yeah. I mean, yours is definitely the And then she'll kind of like turn back, like the back of the palm, and she's like, I was just wondering. I was just thinking. She said about cults and stuff. I didn't know if there was any sort of religions on the fringe here, you know, who could be angry at prayer to a goddess like that and wants to disturb it, you know?
Oh, I mean, I've never thought of it that way.
She
I
tells,
mostly-
tell me, young shepherd, has Timur ever responded to one of your prayers?
Of course, when we needed to smite our enemies, I opened the book and shadows leapt out. My vision was a little blurry, but they were vaporized by the darkness. So that was one prayer.
Sure.
She didn't answer our prayer coming here. I wanted us to get lost on the trail.
Right.
Still
But
waiting on that one.
by some type of good fortune, you made it here and without the scratch on you. Wow. How lucky.
We also we had the misfortune of seeing a dragon. We were in danger. The dragon that was here.
Well, that-
Great point, Pom Pom. But
Mm-hmm.
we were very lucky in getting it to go away.
Yeah.
Uh,
Seems like luck seems to follow you, young shepherd. Life,
Grits.
life,
grinding.
life crisis, existential crisis starts now.
He just flips through the book angrily, looking for something.
All right, everyone,
Introspection would be
stop
good.
picking on Pom Pom. Adabras, do you need any help packing your stuff tonight before we go back to town?
I don't believe I'll be staying in town long, so no. We're not packing up the entire house. I'll take my herbs and my containers and my ingredients, but not
Yeah, you
much
never
else.
know. The dragon situation might last longer than you expected.
Well, I have this hunter here who has slain many a dragon, so I have every confidence that it'll be taken care of in a timely
All
manner.
the dragons, every dragon, not every dragon. I mean every color of dragon. Yeah, it's.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have,
actually had a question.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you want to stay here so much anyway? You know, like you seem pretty reluctant to go. I know you said you could take care of yourself, but is there a reason you don't want to go into town?
Listen, it's a long journey. Okay, I go into town when I need to. When there is someone who needs the help of a midwife and the luck of Shantia, but other than that, I like to keep to myself. You understand? It's a long walk. It took you a long time to get here, did it not?
Well, we actually went in formation, so it didn't take as long as it should have done. But that's just
How
precision
fortunate
planning.
how fortunate of you! You must be blessed by someone up high.
There was a strong wind. I distinctly remember. It took us twice as long.
No, you're right, Pom Pom. I remember that as well. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
A minor
That said-
annoyance, understandable.
Being this far out from town, do you have any neighbors nearby? You're not worried about any issues or anyone coming along, strange people or travelers or anything like that when you have to leave your home?
I haven't
Presumably
had.
when you go, it's for a while.
Yes, usually I don't have. That's why I feel so comfortable here. I haven't had any issues. As of late, though, there are the strange storms that I've noticed. But it's not giving me pause enough to leave. I have noticed them. Yes.
What is
Storms
strange
haven't-
about a storm?
The look of it, the feel of it. It's hard to put a name to it, but it just feels off. Last time I had this feeling, it was because of some cultists worshipping a dark evil. But don't want to scare you all. And
well, we won't get scared. We don't get scared.
of course, yes.
You know,
So
we're
storms seem to be coming from any particular direction, or what do they appear like to you from out here?
The storms seem to be coming. They usually come when the dragon is flying overhead.
Storms follow in the dragon's wake.
Why are you smiling? This is not a good thing.
They're so impressive and
Okay.
beautiful. I've always wanted to see one again.
Okay.
Mm,
You will see one. I guarantee
really?
it.
Oh,
Yes, this will be the dragon that you slay. It seems to be a menace over Phandalin and the surrounding area, so I'm sure
Oh,
you will all be tasked to deal with it, especially the hunter here. She probably
I
can do it
truly
herself.
hope we don't have to slay it. Surely we could find another method.
we
I
found the
hope
dragon
not.
killer stone, so I mean, might as well use it.
Oh dear, that's not a
It's, not exactly, but
never mind.
You found a dragon killer weapon.
I Pom Pom did in the mass
But that's
burial
not
grave.
that's not actually.
No help
No.
at all.
It's very impressive, Pom Pom.
He did. Oh.
Well, I will she says, I appreciate you all coming here and helping me, especially helping me get back to the town. So I have an offering for all of you. It's what I was working on upstairs.
This might be the first job we've had an offering.
It's something simple. She opens up her bag off to her side, and has 5 potions of healing. And you see like these red liquid in a bottle, and she hands it all to you.
Most gracious, thank you.
She says, I do offer these potions for those with coin. It's how I can afford to live on my own. But before we talk about business, anything like that, I'd like to give you these as a thanks for saving me. Especially you, Wagyu. Thank you.
Yes, and he takes the potion and drinks it.
No, not right now.
Wagyu always thinking ahead.
So smart.
I love it.
No. She goes, yeah. Oh. That took a
Oh,
long
this
time.
was
That took a long
wonderful.
time.
This must have taken you some time. I really appreciate it.
It
I will cherish this feeling.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Mine's my. Don't worry about him. That's just his ways of doing things.
of course. Everybody else, please do not drink it right now. Maybe I should have.
Pom
said
Pom
that.
will restop her.
Yeah, he's about
Yeah,
about that.
Millicent will do the same.
But my gratitude for your great gifts. And in return, I kind of look around, reach into my bag, give her like a stack of papers. This is a book that I'm working on. It's still not finished yet, but it can keep you occupied.
Sure.
When you have some free times.
Is this one of his books that he just hands out to people?
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, thank you."
It's-
Looks
it
at the title.
calls, It's called 1009 Day Stories.
That is, oof. And the writing is so tiny. There's
I
so
know,
many
so
It is a
pages.
wonderful.
Oh,
it's a
one more
wonderful
thing,
book.
and I just like blazingly
Inspired.
check out my. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just commenting. Your book is wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this is a great book. I just blazingly take out my pants, sign the book, and there you go.
Okay. She goes.
So
This
Paz
is.
Paz is like a really famous author. He told
Is
us so.
he?
He told me and Pom that he sold like loads of books.
So-
Yeah.
World renowned.
So it's really rare to get a signature from him.
Oh,
actually.
I'm in the presence of a world-renowned author
No
and
need- no
a
need
slayer
to
of
be-
dragons. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
No
an
need to
impressive-
be intimidated. I know that you are
course, yeah.
out of touch a little bit, so you might not have heard of me. But
That's why.
keep the book and my signature. It's gonna come in handy.
Yes,
But give it a try. Give
I
it a
will-
read.
I will. I will take good care of it. And you see her toss it behind her, just to sit on a desk. She just throws it in. That will get read. That I will read that. Yes. So, again, thank you. they've been trying to get me back to town for ages. Think it'll make the town safer. Quite frankly, I'd rather not be caught in that dragon's breath attack with the rest of them if that day comes. But
Well,
You
but
I
it
really,
seemed
I
like-
hold this place dear. Okay, I really love my home here, but I understand, and we made a deal. I'll come back with you for the time being, and we'll see what we can
Yes,
do.
and my portion of the gold.
Of course, you know what? I make a good amount of money. Keep your gold, okay?
Oh no, a deal is a deal.
Okay, if you insist. Now,
He picks the plates and walks into the kitchen.
yeah. So it looks like we're all finished here. Is anybody still eating?
Millicent like picks up her bowl and like quickly slurps down the rest, so she can like hand it off to Wagyu as he goes past.
Picks it up.
She's a bit like a big.
Young mage, sir. How about you help your friend Ragu here clear the table? Yes.
I mean, sure, no problem.
Thank you. And I will show the rest of you up into your sleeping quarters. You follow me?
Sleeping quarters. Wow.
It's not much, but we're heading up to the 3rd floor.
The best floor.
You can like hear Millicent's like claws scratching the chair as she's like scrambling to get off and be like first in line.
Okay. Now, as you guys climb the narrow staircase spirals along the inner wall of the windmill, you reach the 3rd floor loft area. Space is surprisingly cozy, illuminated by the soft glow of lanterns. Casts shadows across the wooden beams and stone walls, and it's furnished with simple bedding. You see some handmade quilts, pillows stuffed with fresh straw. She says, it's not much, but it should do you well for the night.
This is everything. She kind of like does like a little circle. She like takes it all in. Wow.
Thank you. This is the most comfortable place we've seen in weeks.
Yes, as adventurers, I imagine it's hard to come by. Long
Bagsy,
nights.
this bed.
Yeah.
She just like runs to like the closest bed.
Pom Pom will grab a bunch of quilts and like make it as like a makeshift nest.
I just imagine him circling around like a dog does, like 3 times before they finally sit.
Like scratching at it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is there
Um,
anything you guys are doing before you take a rest for the night?
I want to stay up, like, and take a watch and
Sure.
see if she does, like, leaves the building or sends some kind of notice or message or anything like that. Like, I want to see, because I read this note that she had written
Yeah.
that she wants to send, like, a warning and that she's maybe seen strange figures and stuff.
Mm.
And I haven't told anyone about that yet.
Oh,
and everyone's
yeah.
gone to sleep immediately.
It's only
So,
As soon
Yeah,
as they hit the
Wagyu-
hill, it just
I'm
calms
gonna keep
down.
Only-
an eye on her. Yeah.
There's only Tobas and Rika is the suspicious of the groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't trust anyone.
Yeah, Wagyu's tucked into his shell on the bottom floor. He's just laying on the floor.
Okay, he's good right there. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna stay up.
Actually, can we just do something real quick before that?
Yeah.
So before Wagyu go to sleep, like when we were cleaning the table and cleaning the kitchens, I will quickly ask. So Wagyu, what is your take about the whole dragons and cultist situations in here?
Hmm. Well, I believe a silent snail claims the turtle's dreams before midnight. So, I'm sure you can imagine what I mean from that.
I can imagine different
Yes.
possibilities of what you mean from that. But I mean I know that for you always values like harmonies and peace, and you don't like conflict. That's I know.
Yes, I am concerned about having to harm the dragon.
The thing is, That's from what I heard. The dragon is not normal. It's not natural. Like my ancestries came from dragons, and I don't know any dragons that have storm following them or anything like that. And usually dragon they rule by fear. They have others people and others creatures to worship them, but by fears, not by like a cultist or religious. I don't know. It's just I don't think this dragon is a good one. I don't think that is just something that we can live in peace.
Hmm. Do only good things deserve to live?
Is it a trick questions?
No, I would never trick you, Topaz.
Okay. Maybe not, I guess. That's
Hmm.
that's the part of harmony, right? That's the part of balancing, right? Good and bad. Is it at the same time? Is that what you're heading at?
Just remember, a falling leaf never asks permission from the yawning shell. And he goes on.
Scratching my head. I'm like, oh God. And I finish cleaning the kitchen and then find some going up to the bedding.
You hear the comical, like, Wagyu walks by the door and you hear the comical, dum, 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 dum.
Oh, so the arms go
Yep,
in,
yep,
head
boom,
goes
boom,
in.
So all you see is a
Okay.
shell on the floor now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, any last minute I know that Rick is staying up to keep watch. Anybody else do anything? Did Pom Pom and Millicent just like knock out immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like she claimed a bed and then she saw Pom Pom like getting his little blankets and stuff together. I don't know if he described a fire. I imagine him planting himself in front of the fire though, and then she sees that and she starts like trying to get close to the fire as well. Like
Okay.
to be closer.
Okay,
Pom
God.
very much like a
Don't
teddy bear is clutching his tome.
Okay, don't burn yourself because it's like a competition to get closer to the fire. But as you guys do that, does Topaz head up to the third floor as well?
Yep.
Okay. You see them looking like they're almost about to be burnt by the fire up there. And you can find a spot up there too. So, Rika, you're staying up at night. You don't hear anything though. Are you in the third floor? Where are you keeping watch at, by the way? Yeah.
I want to be so near like the door to her room. Is that on the third floor? Or
Hers
it,
is
like,
on
the
the
one where-
second floor.
Okay. So
At least that's where
I'd
she's
like-
sleeping for tonight. Yeah.
gotcha. I'd like to be somewhere near the like stairs so that
Mhm.
like if she gets up or isn't in bed, I can hear it, keep an eye. But ideally I'd like to have a view of the grounds as well so I can kind of go back and forth and see if there's
Yeah.
anyone outside or
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. There is a
Yeah.
window that looks outside. It's like a small window. And then you could see the fields and the crops and things like that. You can also hear anything. Right now you can't really hear anything. You hear the wind and the creak of the windmill, which kind of just goes into the back of your mind. It's like, useless noise at that point. But you can hear her moving around for like the first hour after she has like sent you guys up to the third floor. And then after that, it gets quiet. And then I'm going to need. How about you make a perception check if you want to like listen a little bit harder?
Yes, I would like to do that. Okay. Perception is that.
Well, it was so close. It was so close to a
Good.
20. So close to 20. But no, that's good too. That's good too. So all you hear, you're listening carefully, is heavy snoring from her, actually.
I hear heavy snoring.
Almost like it's hard for her to breathe.
Okay. How far from her bed are the steps?
From her bed. Well, you can't really see inside where she's sleeping. I mean,
Gotcha.
yeah, but yeah, she's behind a closed door.
Okay. Did I happen to notice if like the snoring kind of lined up with when it got quiet, or does it seem like definitely it's her actually snoring? Or
Is
If
it a
I'm understanding,
recording of the snortings that
yeah,
he's playing on her
is it an
phone?
audio recording?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just thinking like, or like,
This
is
seems
it
natural.
like a windmill sound or something? You know what I mean?
No, it sounds
Okay.
like her snoring. Like it got quiet.
Seems
Eventually,
normal.
yeah,
Hmm.
she stopped walking, and then eventually, you heard snoring coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Does she have a window in her room? Can I tell from my window?
Not from your window. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stay up for as long as makes sense without like taking exhaustion, and kind
Yeah.
of keep an eye and listen out.
Sure. What makes sense? Everybody's taking a long rest. It sounds like you're just kind of taking a short. Well, okay. So in Nimble is a little bit different. They call them like safe rests or something like that. Sounds like you're taking like a short. What do you sleep like 4 hours maybe?
I don't know. I don't know how long we have.
Like you have a full 8 hours if you take it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want.
So, but like, how long do we have before everyone has to get up? Like, because if I go to bed 2 hours after everyone else, do I have time to sleep still, or like?
Yeah, I would say so because you guys didn't stay up late. Like
Okay.
she
got
she probably walked you guys up like at 8 p.m. and
Okay. All right. So if everyone's been asleep after maybe like 3 hours, I'm gonna keep an eye, and then I'm gonna go to where Millicent is sleeping,
yeah.
and I'm gonna shake her awake, and I'm gonna like kind of creep down close, really creepy, and shake you.
Pom, stop it. Pom, stop. Oh! Oh! Hello.
Hello, it's your turn on guard.
What? But... All right. She starts like getting up. Like she is actually careful not to step on Pom though. Like just because she has to be awake doesn't mean that he has to suffer. You know.
I'm gonna say we have reason to believe that our very generous host may have communication with other people, and I found evidence that indicates there may be suspicious figures traveling in this area. So I've been watching and listening to make sure that nothing unusual happens. I would keep an eye, try to keep an eye out the window, make sure nothing's going on. I trust you with this.
Okay. Yeah. You can trust me. Yeah. This is
All right.
This is the big leagues. This is the real deal. I've trained for this. I mean, you know I've trained for this. I've recited it to you a million times. Yeah, you can trust me with this.
I know. All right. Keep an eye out. Keep us safe. Glorious leader. And I will go find my
Glorious
own place to lie down.
Okay, then Rickus goes to sleep and Millicent, you're up. But it's been a long day. It was a long walk. It was a lot for your little body to take. And so you feel
Mm.
sleep start to drag on you. But you're
She,
fighting
like,
it.
as
You're
standing
fighting
up,
to
she's
stay
like-
asleep. Can I get a will saving throw for you to stay awake?
Oh no. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course.
That is not a problem. Hang on, let me just do it this way because it didn't.
I'll let you
work.
know that if it is okay. I was gonna say if it was under a 10, you fall asleep.
You just did like a little honk. And she's sort of like swaying a little bit.
You got the night passes without any interruptions, and at first light, you can hear some chickens or whatever, what a rooster, whatever thing. Well, I forgot what they're called. You hear an animal in the morning, first light. And Rika, you get up and you see a sleeping Millicent.
Well, at least I'm not tired. And I'm gonna go downstairs and see if the bread is still there that I hid on the bench, and wrap it up and put in my bag.
It's still there. There is a bite taken out of it.
Ooh, okay. How big of a bite? Does it look like mice or?
No, it looks like some type of humanoid creature.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. I'm gonna wrap it up in cloth and pack it.
Okay. Soon enough, you see that Adabra also makes her way down, and she says, "Ah, well, good morning. I hope you rested
Good
well."
morning. Well
Oh, God.
enough.
Wagyu
And
stands up.
yourself?
Yes,
good
it
morning,
was a
Wagyu.
good night indeed. I have all my stuff ready. I was getting it ready last night, and we should make our way. It's going to be a long walk back.
That it will be.
Okay, is everybody up?
Yes, Pom Pom kind of rubs his eyes a bit as he kind of walks by, and even though he got a lot of rest, it was very fitful sleeping over this whole fortunate Timora thing.
Okay. And your journey back is much the same as it was before. And but 5 hours you find yourself in Phandalin once again. And Adabra says, "Follow me. I will help you. I'll receive your reward," which I guess is part of my reward since Wagyu is insistent on giving me his gold. So follow me.
Teamwork.
Wagyu is very charitable.
I know. I've seen it
Ah.
last night.
I am
great man.
only charitable.
Mm.
A great man, in my opinion.
Ah,
Follow me.
I appreciate that, but I am a turtle.
Oh, yes, a great turtle, in my opinion.
Man.
A great turtle man.
Thank you.
You guys make your way back to Harbin Wester, his house. Is he the mayor? I'm gonna call him the mayor. And on cue, you hear a shout of fear, followed by a sigh of relief. He says, "Who is it?"
It is I, Wagyu.
You guys are here. I'm pinging it. You're at his house here. Do you see the little ping?
Yes.
His house here. I don't know a Wagyu.
Ah, I know you, friend.
He says, "Did you take care of?" Like it's all through like the door. He hasn't opened the door.
Okay.
Did you take care of the job on the quest board?
Wagyu gets very close to the door and says, "Yes, we have."
And you hear Adabra goes, "I'm here, Harbin. Now pay these nice adventurers. I'll be off to Stonehill Inn if you ever decide to come out."
That was Adabra.
And she walks out. You hear a loud sigh followed by the clinking of coins. And you hear, then you watch as a single gold piece is slid out from underneath the bottom of the door out in front. And followed by another. And another. And another. And for a full 2 minutes, gold pieces are just kind of like slung out the door until it's 50 gold pieces.
This is
And
so
you
exciting.
could hear him counting out loud too. He goes, 1, 2, 3.
I wish we
slides
were
out.
paid like this
So,
more.
so Wagyu is also counting as he counts, but he can only count to 5, so he keeps repeating.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't
yeah.
help that Pom Pom tries to count. He just kind of repeats the numbers.
He's at 15 and Wagyu's at 1.
Yeah.
Again, never opening the door, but you do hear him counting out. And after the 50 gold pieces, he says, "Thank you. There will be more jobs posted soon."
I
Be
believe
safe.
I believe it was only supposed to be 25.
He's already walked away.
Oh. Wagyu pushes 25 gold coins back under the
Wagyu,
He's-
Jesus,
hey,
I'm gonna stop him.
Wagu can only count to 5, so
Well, he does it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Counted 5.
Yes. Hey,
times.
you hear at the back side of the door. Hey, stop! Stop! Take the coin and leave.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Wagyu, jeez.
I'm going to, like, as they're pushed back out, I'm going to pick up 10 for myself and just pocket it. Just to make sure I'm covered. Actually, I'm going to pick up 11 because I'm
Oh.
going to hold one for Wagyu because I'm worried about him.
Yeah, but yeah. So everybody can add 10 to their sheet. Wagyu can add 9, and well, Rika will add 11, and then Wagyu will add 9.
Guys,
Did
we
Adabra leave?
Yeah,
we
she went
just
to this
Oh.
Stonehill Inn.
we
right
just
here.
met the real life actual bear.
Ooh.
Most adventurers don't do that until like their 6th or 7th year of adventuring.
Huh?
Wow.
Really?
Or it was
How do
months.
you know that?
It was in the adventuring guide.
Oh, what's the adventuring guide?
Mm.
But what do
You
you
gu-
mean? what's
You
the
guys were
adventuring
all
guide?
given the guide when you first were entered into the guild.
Yeah.
Just
I
as a
don't
little
read those,
backstory,
so
yeah.
I have no idea.
She probably the only one read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Chapter 6. Reclaiming your
Yep.
rewards.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Mm.
Excellent.
It's one of the best chapters.
I agree.
Guys.
100%.
Yes, yeah,
I
of course.
agree.
People push
And
your
now you're
money
living
through the
it.
door and you pick it up.
Well, that's actually quite new, but I do think it's quite a sophisticated way of paying people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That
Well, what do we
is-
do now,
I
friends?
do have to say, I can appreciate being paid and not having to interact with the person at all.
Mm.
It's such a mystery. I wonder how tall this mayor is. Do you
At
think
least
he's as tall
25
as
coins.
25 queens?
Coins, Palm.
Oh.
Coins.
Coins. Mm.
Where would you guys like to head off to? As this is a new day.
I head to the inn.
We do have the coin.
Trying to find some lodgings
Okay.
and to find somewhere to spend the money.
This is not how you become the next Tony Stark. By
What?
the way, Topaz.
He's not. That's the point. He's not.
Oh, this is why he's not. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way to the Stonehill Inn to find lodging, perhaps look deeper into what's going on with the dragon and all that good stuff. You find a good amount of people inside, and they all look interested in you. There's not many adventurers that come through too much, although they are welcome. And you can see the owner of the inn welcomes you and waves you in. But that is where we're going to end the session for tonight, everybody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Thank you guys for joining.
We
Yes,
fade
this
to
was
black. Fade to black as
yeah.
Wagyu is throwing his gold coins to people.
yeah.
What about Adabra? Oh,
You get a
no.
gold coin, and you
and
get
you
a
get a
gold
coin. You get a coin. Ow! Out!
Guys,
This is a
before we,
trust fund for
before, we,
Wagyu.
before we stop, can I just try to grab some of them?
yeah, for sure.
God.